Let's take my car for a little drive today. See what we got going on. Man. Wait, what? 3,400 miles on trip A and 41% oil life? You guys already know what that means. That means oil change day. What is going on, guys? David Productions 345 here. Today we're going to be doing an oil change on Raven right now. We're also going to be checking my oil catch can as well because obviously I have one. So without further ado, let's look at the oil temps and pressures real quick. I just got home from driving, so it's been 3,400 miles. I usually do it every 3,000. So yeah, and you guys are probably wondering, how do you get this oil life to work? Honestly, this is a 14. My 13 didn't have that working. My 14 does. So that is what is up with the cluster swap. The oil life works on the 14s. I don't know why the 13s didn't have the programming. Anyways, we're going to get right into this video, guys. First up, what you want to do is, you guys see my oil temp is at 172. A little bit warm. So what we're going to do is, first of all, pop the hood. Just got home from church. And we're going to let this sit for a little bit, probably 10-15 minutes so the temp goes down. I don't want to be burning my hands right now, so obviously pop the hood. I'm going to wait for this car to cool down because right now, I mean, it's not too bad. But you guys don't want to do this when it's cold. You guys want to warm the car up for 5 minutes so get the oil flowing so it can all come out sooner. So without further ado, we'll see you guys in, what time is it right now? 10:48. We'll see you guys at 11. So see you guys in 12-15 minutes. Well, for you guys, it'll be a couple seconds, but here's what you need for this. You need a board to put the oil catcher on so you don't spill that everywhere. We're going to put that there so we don't lose it. So the cap, that's what's going to be catching the oil. You need 7 quarts of 5W20 full synthetic right here. 5W20 full synthetic. I buy 10 so then I have 3 extra. I might start buying more depending on whether I can get it cheaper at work. You also need a filter. I use these MO899. I'm going to start changing, I think, to the Napa Golds. I heard they're better than this. So this is the filter right here. Then what you're going to need is a funnel as well. I like using that one. You need a 13mm to break off the drain plug bolt. Then what I like using is a breaker bar because sometimes this is not enough torque. I mean, obviously I put this on myself last time so I know it's not too tight. And what you're going to want to do is get a filter wrench right here. So there's that. But the secret to that is to get one of these extensions on there as well. So there's the filter wrench. That's everything you need. Technically you can do this with ramps, and also you can use this style of filter wrench, but I don't like this really that much. I like the 1-to-1 fit better. So that's what this is for. So without further ado, let's get right into it. First up, what we want to do is open the hood. Obviously let the car cool off. It's been chilling for 25-30 minutes. What I also like to do is take off the cap so I don't forget to fill it before I start it up, even though I know I won't forget. Put the cap right there. Catch can we're going to do after everything. So now we're going to jack up the car. We're going to use the jack points over here. We're going to chock the back of the car. I think we're going to jack it from this side today. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it. Side of your car, I'm going to go underneath the car to show you guys the exact points that I use. Oh, it's so rusty. No, it's not. All right, so you guys see right here, hopefully you guys can see, it's like a little triangle and then a hole. Holes here, triangles here. Put the jack right here. Then I put the stand right here, right by the pinch weld. So let's do that real quick and I'll see you guys in a second. Also, peep the new exhaust right there, part of the welds. And obviously you're going to use a jack stand as well right here so we don't crush ourselves. Safety is the #1 priority, guys. That's going to go on the pinch weld. So I just did arms 10 reps push today. Nice. Come on, let's finish. Like 2 more. Controlled. That's right here. I kind of want to go higher because this is not really that high up. We're good on the jack stand. We're going to put the jack back up to support it so it has a little bit of pressure. Cool. Next, we're going to chock the wheels. Thank you, Dad, for having these cool rocks. We're going to do the opposite one. So this goes back here. that so the car doesn't roll. You guys like the shirt? Hey, that thing got a Hemi. All right, next step, what you want to do is go underneath the car. So I'm gonna grab my tools and I'll show you guys exactly how we do this. Slide that bad boy in there. Let's get this set up. We're gonna do the drain plug first. This is on loosen. It's a ratchet and breaker bar, same kind of vibe as ratchet with the jack if you don't have this. All right, so hopefully you guys can see, but we're gonna try to get the best angles we can. All right guys, so we are underneath the car right now. If you guys don't have an undershield, it's easier. So right here is the drain plug. Hopefully you guys can see that. It's a 13 millimeter, and then the filter is right there. So here's you do the drain plug first. We're gonna set the camera up over here and hopefully capture the oil without getting it on the camera. I didn't know I was that strong. Okay. Now it's loose. Now what you want to do is unscrew this and have your drain ready to go. Make sure the cover is tight, and I am good to go. So let us see if I can do this without spilling anything. Hopefully, okay, good. Hopefully the camera's picking this up. This is gonna be an insane angle if I can get this. I haven't done a clean oil change, guys, in a long time. So 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, cool. Damn, this oil is black, but luckily it looks like oil. I was scared because my catch can one day was like milk colored, and I thought it was my head gasket, but I don't think so. I think it was just moisture, because this oil does not look anything like that. This oil looks just like regular dirty oil. So obviously let her drain in the pan, and I'm excited, guys. This is long overdue. All right guys, we are back. So I let this drain for a little bit. You guys see it's just dripping right now, hopefully. Yeah, it's just dripping. So what we're gonna do is take a rag and kind of wipe this area off like that. Just wipe that bad boy clean. Hopefully you guys can see this angle is kind of chopped. Do it from here. Right, wipe that bad boy off. Drain plug. We're gonna do this like here so we can see. Right, drain plug we gotta wipe off as well. Just put it in the rag and just wipe it off, you know. Simple shit. This might be a two-hand thing, I don't know. I already checked, this shit doesn't look like there's any metal in it at all. Now we are green. We're green. Looks good. Guys, I'm very surprised with all the hard miles I drive. Well, recently I haven't been driving much, but with all the hard miles I do for videos and such, guys. So now all you want to do, wipe the drain area, grab the drain bolt, find the hole, and hand thread it in. Now grab your breaker bar or your wrench or whatever you got, and switch this to tighten. I'm gonna crank this bad boy down a little bit. All right guys, that is that. Literally just easy as hell. Now next step is gonna be this filter. This is gonna be pretty messy, so we're probably not gonna have the camera underneath here, so I don't want to get oil on the camera. But all you want to do is take your filter like this, your filter wrench, have this unloosen. We might want to get one more extension like that, and just unloosen it like that. Yeah, we need another extension, so I'm gonna put the camera down real quick. I wonder what dumbass put this damn filter on. Intermission, let's go! Damn, all right, there we go. Guys, don't do it that tight. That was not, you do not want to do it that tight. Damn. There we go, all right. Now we can twist this bad boy off and probably get our hands soaked. But there's nothing else we can really do. Alright, there's only one way for this thing to come off. It's not hot, it's a little bit warm. It's not too bad. Alright. Yeah, there's really no way to do this without... I mean, there is, but I haven't found it yet. When I'm filming, guys, there's no real way for me to do this without getting oil everywhere. So now you just want to let it drip. Get your towel ready. Obviously, we don't want to inhale this shit, so don't be under here for too long. Now reach up there, clean off the filter housing. Alright guys, next up what you want to do is grab your new filter. I'll show you guys exactly what to do. Alright, we're underneath the car for this, but if you guys can see, grab your filter, put your hand in the oil, a little bit of oil, could be new or old, does not matter, on the outside like that. So basically, hopefully you guys can see, I'm lubing the outside of the filter where the rubber is at. What I also like doing is feeling the old filter to make sure the O-ring came off with it, and we're good, because it did. So make sure this is lubed up so you guys can take it off next time and it'll be a lot easier. Now all you're going to want to do is thread the filter around like so. It'll only go on one way, so obviously don't force it. If it doesn't want to thread, then it doesn't want to thread. Right, we are good. We found the threads. Now, when you're tightening this oil filter up, don't crank it too much. You just want to crank down on it just a little bit. So we're going to move that out of the way. 1, 2, 3. That should be good. Filter's not moving. And guys, that was easy. Next step is really just fill the car with oil, make sure nothing's leaking under here, and we're done. Next step is to put 7 quarts in this bad boy. So this is the 5 quarter right here. I'm going to put 2 of that in. So set the camera up for you guys right here. You guys can see. There we go. Get our funnel. That. They put the oil on a flat surface just to make sure that you got the 5 quarts, and I did. Alright. What I like doing, guys, is making sure I'm not spilling any, so I don't pour the whole thing in yet. I pour some of it. I should only have poured a little bit, but I'm 99.999% sure we're not leaking. But stick your head underneath just to make sure you don't see oil pouring out. I don't, so we are good to go. If you guys look right here, you guys see the line? I don't think this is a flat, it's not a fully flat surface. You guys get the gist, right? For 5 quarts. Because it's all the way up here. This is 5 quarts in so far. We need 2 more, so we're gonna go. You guys see the quarts down till it says 3. So we're gonna pour all the way out till we get down to 3. You guys can see just above 3, which is perfect. Cap goes back on. We're not done yet. So got one more thing to do. Gotta do the catch can. This should just twist off. Okay, so first of all, there she is. There's no coolant smell though, which is good. This is just all oil. The reason we're a little bit like that is because of the moisture. So I think we're good. There's no coffee at all. I'm gonna pour this bad boy out. Let's do it right here in the sun so you guys can see. I'm pretty sure we are good. That's a little bit interesting. Is that? I don't know if that's something to be concerned about. Never seen it like that before. But I don't know. I checked the oil was not like this, so maybe this is just because of the moisture. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm okay. All right, oil this up. All right, we're good. This can come out, jack the car up so we can get the stand out. Slowly lower her. All right, so now we are good with this aspect of the oil change. Now the next part is cleanup. All you want to do is pour the old oil into the old jug. All right guys, last step is to let her run for a little bit. Start her up, let her run. All right, I'm gonna move my car real quick and I'll show you guys how to reset all of this. All right, so we got the oil packed up, ready to go. Take this to your local auto store. They should be able to take your oil. Then we got our stuff from our change. So the car off, I'm pretty sure it says run position. Then you press the gas pedal 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Look at that, oil life reset to 100%. The thing that also resets the oil change do. So finally we're going to show you guys how to reset the trip odometer. Down to here, trip B, we're going to press OK. For the newer cars, it's a button. For these cars, it is this and plus. So let me see if I can do this one-handed. Look at that, reset. All right, there we go. So now when we go up and look at our vehicle, come on car, hurry up. We have limited battery before this dies. All right, cool. Finally, check your temps. Obviously let them all get down and up to what you want them to be. And yeah guys, that is how to do an oil change on a 2011 Plus Dodge Charger. And the reason I said 2011 Plus is because the newer ones are the exact same locations. Anyways guys, hopefully that video was informational for you, entertaining. I'm gonna go inside and clean up. Stay tuned for more videos like this guys. Without further ado, me and Raven will see you guys in the next one. Peace out guys.